Yo, what is good, my anime babe? What is good? With what we got in today's episode of The Labyrinth, I feel like they're getting further and further away from the bedroom scenes, right? But to be fair, there is a whole situation going on right now with the same person who gave him the girl and him just in general still learning a bunch of other stuff about these mechanic pills, learning about every job. Like, this is why I hate that this show is more focused on, the uncensored stuff, even though this episode wasn't, which is why it was a great episode, in my opinion. Is look how interesting this world is, bro. Like, this is the most interesting world I have seen in quite some time. And most of that is due to the fact of them actually having really cool small things that change the whole world with when you don't know about them. Just by simply learning, it could change a crap ton of what has already been happening. And one of those things are, strength pills. Now all of a sudden our main character has, strength and all this other stuff in these pill forms to be able to use on a moment's notice whenever things are getting ridiculously crazy. Not to mention when we see Roxanne uh, do something wrong in general, we honestly can see how quickly she feels bad and she almost just wants to take it all on herself and, be down about it. But our main character continuously reassures that it's all good and it happens, but at the same time, he doesn't push the issue to the side. He's smart enough to be like, okay, well, these green caterpillars outside of these, the wooden people, which I have another weird thought process is like, what happens to anyone else who goes inside of these labyrinths, right? Remember when we first saw, he watched multiple people get sent into the labyrinth by the person who was at the gate. Then all of a sudden, they go into the labyrinth and they're not even in the same area. Like, they're completely separate areas. So it makes me wonder if those people are just higher level working for better gear in general with such a big party. You can only imagine that they wouldn't really need to be at level 1 anymore, a place where you're fighting tree monsters that only drop a twig. Um, so yeah, that's also kind of my new thought process is like, what they did talk about multiple people supposedly getting to the boss fight. But for me, I've never even seen multiple people in the labyrinth besides one group. So there's that. We'll have to continue to push on, but I did like what I was seeing when it came down to his modesty of trying to ease the mind of Roxanne when it comes down to the bandits, and how weird it is that one of the rules that some other people came in to buy this guy, one's talking to the owner, one guy's talking to the person that they're purchasing, and after purchasing him, they left him at the house. And the rule that they wanted to be put in place is that the door cannot be locked to their purchases room. That's about it. We purchased this guy. He shouldn't be under your rules, under your jurisdiction anymore. He should be able to walk out if he really wants to. He's free, but we just aren't going to take him right now. That's a huge red flag, bro. Um, so now we're in a position where our main character is the one who brought that bandit in the first place, so it kind of does add back up to him, but for some reason it doesn't, because he sold him. That's not his property anymore. It's not his problem anymore. It's whoever bought him's problem in this world, probably, right? That's how they more or less would equate that type of line of work. And for him to even show up, willing to be about it. First, willing to show up to tell him that there's someone out there. Second, offered bodyguard. And third, he's making money from the same guy who he paid to get where he is now. So it's funny how all things kind of come around sooner or later. And in this situation, we definitely know for a fact whoever these people are coming at them chose the worst place humanly possible. Now that we know how many people are here ready to go. So hope you're all having an amazing day. I will definitely talk to you in the next one. I am your boy, the Anime G. Like, subscribe. All that stuff helps tremendously. Or write a comment if there's something I didn't talk about in the video that you want to talk about. Take care. Peace.